Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Nothing like some wall squats to pre-fatigue and warm up the legs before jumping rope. What cool artwork. I went on a run recently and I came across this wall and I thought it was absolutely awesome. And when I saw it, I said to myself, I'm gonna have to come back here and shoot a video. Speaking of which, let's get on with the video. All right, so the reverse boxer skip. Let me show you what this move looks like, and I'll also show you a more advanced variation. But first, let's take a look at the basic boxer skip so we can compare and contrast the two and get a good idea of what's happening and the differences between these two moves. So first, the basic boxer's skip. So this is the basic boxer skip. And what I want you to pay attention to right now is the foot positioning. One foot is to the rear, one foot is more to the front. The foot that is in the rear is doing most of the work. I shift my body weight to the rear foot. So the rear foot is pushing off the ground with the most force, and it typically lands on the ground first. So it's doing most of the work. The front foot is basically mostly for stability and balance. It gently taps the ground with each jump. Now, let's take a look at the reverse boxer skip. This is the reverse boxer skip, the basic variation. Notice the rear foot. It's doing more of a gentle toe tap against the ground, as opposed to the basic boxer skip, where the rear foot, the toes, and the balls of the feet are hitting the ground. With the reverse boxer skip, the rear foot, the toes of the rear foot are just gently tapping the ground with each jump. With the reverse boxer skip, the foot that is in the front is doing most of the work. So the foot in the front, the toes, and the balls of the feet are making contact with the ground with each jump. Whereas the foot in the rear, it's basically just the upper part of the sole of the shoe. The toes are making contact, and the foot is positioned more at an angle from the ground. Whereas when you're doing the basic boxer skip, the toes and balls of the feet are making contact with the ground with the rear foot. But with the reverse boxer skip, the foot is more at an angle like that, and with each jump, the toes just gently tap the ground. You're getting some stability and balance from that foot, but the front foot is doing most of the work. So when you're doing the reverse boxer skip, you shift your body weight more to the front. Whereas when you're doing, so that looks like this. Your body weight is shifted more to the foot that's in the front. And that foot is doing most of the work. It's pushing off the ground and landing on the ground with the most impact. Okay? But with the basic boxer skip, the rear foot is doing most of the work. This foot is barely doing any work. So boxer skips are fantastic for giving each leg a momentary rest. Here I'm doing the basic boxer skip with my left foot in the rear. It's doing most of the work. Now the right foot is doing most of the work. Now I'm going to switch the workload from this leg to this leg by simply doing gentle toe taps with this rear leg. And then I'll do the opposite, switch over. Okay, so that is what the basic reverse boxer skip looks like. Now here is a more advanced variation. To make the transition from the foot that's in the rear, become the foot in the front, while still doing the reverse boxer skip. It looks like this. Instead of hopping from one foot to the other like this, so here, I have my right foot in the rear. I'm going to switch over. I'm going to put my left foot in the rear. And I'm basically doing that in one jump. That is the basic reverse boxer skip. And now, a more advanced variation. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm bringing the rear foot up to the front while still performing some gentle toe taps, and then I'm gradually bringing the opposite foot to the rear and in to a toe tap position. And then go back to the other advanced or basic variation. Basic, basic, more advanced. The more advanced variation is more fluid, more free-flowing. Basic. Single toe taps. Advanced. So, once you get good at the reverse boxer skip, you can really play around with this move. Do the basic reverse boxer skip into more advanced variations, or into the more advanced variation there, and then you can go back into the basic boxer skip and back and forth between the two jump rope moves. All right, well, that is the reverse boxer skip. I really hope you found this tutorial video helpful, and I'm really looking forward to the new year. Gonna have a ton of new content, and I'm just really excited about a new year for myself and for followers of this channel and for everyone. I wish everyone a great new year.